Hello, everybody, and welcome to the WDW Fan Zone Show, Current News and Events Edition. And we're back after an absence of 1 week. And let's get right into it. Jess, take it away.
All right. So if you are driving down through Disney, you may have noticed in the past a billboard, a very large billboard with Tower of Terror on it, and the elevator on it was kind of moving. Well, now that it's gone. So it's very sad for some of us who enjoy looking at that. However, it is gone. They're probably looking to either widen the road or do some construction over there. So if you want to see it, find it on YouTube, maybe. There is a new feature to the My Disney Experience app, which those of you who drive to Disney, again, and park at the parks, you will have a car locator on your Disney Experience app, and it is wonderful. Some of us just text each other our parking locations, but now we can go into the app, and it's really cool. You can choose the I guess place where you are. So if you're in Villains or Heroes at Magic Kingdom, you could find a picture of Scar, and then find the number that it corresponds to. It seems really user friendly. I have not used it yet. I cannot go into it right now. I think it's because I'm not actually in the parking lot, but there are pictures that you can and check to see how it works and everything like that. But it looks really cool, and I think it's going to help a lot of people find their cars. The sad thing, it might cut down on the car horn symphony that I love to hear every time going to find my car, because I always know where I park, but not everyone does, and they have their little car horn symphony. So.
Yeah, on my car, I have a car locator, and I got to tell you, it works great when it works, and when it doesn't work, it's usually because I don't have a great internet connection, or not when I say internet, a Wi-Fi connection, or my cell phone service isn't doing great where I am.
That is another thing. Your phone can't die when you are in the park. So
yeah, I would still take a picture.
Or take a picture, send it to somebody in the group who won't use their phone as much as you. Maybe, I don't know. Yep. There are some new princess character meet and greets in the Magic Kingdom right now. Snow White is at the Town Square Theater porch. Aladdin and Jasmine can be found in Adventureland. The stepsisters are now found at the Cinderella Fountain in Fantasyland. So check those out. Starting October 4th, Minnie Mouse will be at Cape May for the Beach Bash Breakfast. So check that out. Animal Kingdom has a new park map, and it includes on the cover, instead of the iridescent tree, it's now the Finding Nemo, Big Blue and Beyond on the cover. The Festival of the Lion King is now open with not the shortened show, and it now includes the monkeys and the flying arrow birds, which is exciting. There is a new Moonlight Magic coming to Typhoon Lagoon for DVC members, August 9th through the 15th, and then again on August 23rd. The registration for this begins July 22nd. And if you are a resort guest, if you have a reservation, and then August 3rd for everyone else in DVC, and those both open at 11 a.m. And then finally, for Disney Plus news for this month, on July 27th, you can see High School Musical, the series, season 3 premiere. Let's check that out.
Awesome. All right, Darlene.
Okay, bear with me. Okay, so.
By the way, I just want to let our listeners and viewers know we're making some changes here, so we're kind of like if things don't seem to be what they are, we'll get there eventually. Also, a lot of us have either had family here or we're traveling or both. So it's taking its toll on us.
Some of
Or
us,
COVID.
yeah, some of us had family, have family, and are flying to family.
Yep.
Ah, so bear with me if I'm here or not here. Stuart will take care of it for me and
Yeah.
Jess.
Yeah, you'll find me on the floor collapsed in a minute. Not because of you guys, just because it's been crazy around here too.
Oh, good golly. And I actually have more color than I've had in a long time being out in the sun. Okay. Well, here's some great news. If you are a Star Wars fan and wanted to build a lightsaber on your next visit, there are some new ones coming soon. Back in May, Star Wars Celebration announced that the opportunity to vote for the next legacy lightsaber hilt. They've tallied the votes and the results and finally came up with some new lightsabers. So we've got the Padawan Caleb Doom. I'm not sure how to explain what these are going to look like, but if you know the series, you're going to be very, very interested in them. This one is beginning July 8th, so this is already out there. And I know my family was just down here and they both built lightsabers. Also, there's going to be a new one that is only 6,000 limited editions are set to be available worldwide. So if you want to get that one, it's going to be at the Doc Odin's Den of Antiquities. And it's July 1st until supplies last. And this one is the I'm going to say this and I'm hoping I'm saying it right. Please bear with me, okay? Anshawi Tano Legacy lightsaber. And that one is
There's somebody in their basement somewhere in the middle of the country who's going, she said it wrong, or
I know.
she said it right. Yeah.
And I know that person. His name is Phil. A friend of mine, his whole entire basement walls are lined with Star Wars characters. And I'm not kidding. So he's probably like, pardon?
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka Tano. Thank you very much.
I think.
That's very good.
Hey, look, we're not aiming to be perfect. We're just aiming.
Right? Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. But I mean, if you guys are into these lightsabers, I mean, they're fabulous. I mean, I've seen people walking through the parks with them this weekend, and these things really look like they're the authentic ones from the movies. I mean, it's crazy. I even seen one that was like double sided or something. I'm like, wow. I'm like, how do you where do you store these things so they don't get broken?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, but okay, so that's on that. Next up, there's going to be a Zombies Bash is a dance-filled event featuring music from some of the favorite Disney Channel films, Zombies and Zombies 2. Disney is very excited that they're going to be able to get to celebrate these newest editions of the series, Zombies 3, which is going to premiere on July 15th on the Disney Plus, and August 12th on the Disney Channel. So the Zombies Bash is a 20-minute stage show event for guests of all ages to enjoy. Try out some of the zombie dance moves, sing along to favorite songs, or snap a pic with a Zombies 3 inspired photo while during the DJ hosted event. Come in costume and bam to the music. This summer, you'll have a chance to get in the fun with both Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Zombie Bash Beats Bashes. They're going to take place in downtown Disney live stage at 234 in Anaheim, California on July 29th through 31st, and evenings at Disney Springs Advent Health Waterside Stage in Florida, August 5th through 14th. So if your vacation is down here between the 5th and the 14th and your kids love these zombie movies or shows, go take a chance to see those. I don't have times for those because they didn't give them to us, but if we find those out, we will give them to you. Next up, we have the top 5 Epcot Food and Wine Festival at Photo Ops. Now, I was there this weekend. I didn't get a chance to do any of these photo ops, but they're starting soon. So you might have a chance to have a surprise Remy in your hand, or maybe a ice cream sundae with some ears on it that's going to be, special, or a pretzel, or maybe a beautiful montage with a recipe from the Canadian Pavilion. There's going to be quite a bit of new photo ops that I think people will be interested in. Mine are still loading, so if I happen to get one of those from this past weekend, I will throw it up on my our WDW fan zone page. Next up, now, I was there and I seen some of this merchandise. It's really nice. The Haunted Mansion is bringing out new merchandise. I seen the candles, and I seen, of course, the new hat because a relative bought it. Very, very nice. They've got pants, bags, little tombstone markers, pop sockets. They've got new photos, pins. My niece bought a pin. There's a new lounge fly out. So if you're interested in a new lounge fly, and they came out with a wallet. Now, the one thing about these new wallets, the wallets were a bigger size. If you're watching us on YouTube, so the other wallets were about this big. Probably, I would say that would be about 7 inches, probably maybe 10 inches. Now they're small squares to fit in those lounge flies to give you more room. They did fit in the old ones, the big ones, but they're a lot smaller. They also have new artwork and stuff that you can purchase. The more reasonably priced and the high-end price. We'll put it that way. I don't want to say anything about pricing. And they also have some Blu-rays and a DVD that's available. If anybody still has the old-fashioned DVDs, at least I didn't see VHS. But the Haunted Mansion movie with Eddie Murphy is going to be available as well. Now, if you would like to move down here and join Stuart, myself, and Jess, come on down and give a call to our dear friend Victor Nowacki. He can find you a house surrounding Disney World. He can get you a new construction, a resale. He can get you a second home if you want, or a retirement home. Just visit his DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com to search for homes, and also check out all of Victor's social media links that are also on that page. He is fantastic. We loved him, and we're going to have him on the show hopefully soon.
Yeah, I've got to figure out when we can get him on here. Yeah, but we would definitely want to have him back to talk about what's going on down here now.
There's a lot of development,
Oh,
especially
yeah.
around my house.
Yeah. Well, everywhere in Orlando, every corner you go to, there's new development going on somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And before I get into the news, I want to talk about our favorite travel planner. And who could that be? Well, I'm going to tell you who that is for those who don't know, and that is Mouse Fan Travel. Whether you've just come back from Disney World or planning to go to Disney World now or planning a future trip, well, if you just came back from Walt Disney World and you didn't book it through Mouse Fan Travel, then you did not have the best vacation you could have. Only Mouse Fan Travel listens to their clients the way travel planners should. They do things your way. That's the absolute right way to do things. Don't let some travel planner talk you into doing things you don't want to do or how they want you to do things. No, it's your vacation. You do it your way, and Mouse Fan Travel makes that happen for you. They're experts in anything and everything, whether it's Walt Disney World, even that other park in Orlando, or if you want to do a vacation that has nothing to do with Disney. They know all about the travel industry, and they really do give you the best advice you could possibly get from anyone, anywhere, at any time. That's why I say, you know what? Forget the rest. Go with the best, and that's Mouse Fan Travel. So whether it's Walt Disney World, Disneyland, an adventure by Disney, or right now a Disney cruise, which is my recommendation. If you want to go on vacation, my recommendation right now is skip the parks, take a Disney cruise. But if you can't choose one, or I'm sorry, if you have to pick one and it's not a Disney cruise, you're not going to do so bad with the parks either. Wherever you want to go, however you want to go, have a great vacation and do that with Mouse Fan Travel. And you can find out more about their great packages and anything and everything else they've got going on by going to www.mousefantravel.com. That is www.mousefantravel.com. All right. Let's see what I've got in the news here today. God, I wrote it today, didn't read it, so I'll probably stumble a million times. Anyway, Spaceship Earth has new lights specifically for the Epcot Food and Wine Festival, inspired by the 1991 classic Disney movie, Beauty and the Beast. Disney has announced that the Boardwalk Deli, which is replacing the Boardwalk Bakery on Disney's Boardwalk, say that 10 times fast, will open late this summer, though no specific date was mentioned. The deli will open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner as a Northeastern-style deli. I heard they're going to have a Reuben there, so those who are looking for a Northern-style sandwich, they'll have it. They'll also have fresh baked breads, bagels, and bakery items. And Darlene, I'm sure as we get closer to the opening, we'll have more about their menu and the specific items they'll have on it. All right, on September 29th, Epcot guests can take part in Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit. Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit. Okay, it's a scavenger hunt around Epcot, and it's going to be looking for pumpkins that are decorated and painted to look like Disney characters. To play, here's the kicker, you'll need to purchase a map game board and stickers at either Creations, Port of Entry, or World Traveler. When you finish the game, return your game board to Disney traders at the International Gateway for a prize, which they have not mentioned what the prize will be as of yet. And even if you didn't complete the game board and you just want to purchase the map and the stickers and just bring it there, they'll give you a prize too. Let's see. There's also going to be a Halloween scavenger hunt for Epcot's Food and Wine Festival. Guests can partake in Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak. Remy's Hide and Squeak will allow guests to purchase a map again and search World Showcase for hidden Remy figures. Guests can also redeem their completed map for a prize. All right, Food and Wine Festival includes more than just food and wine. There's also the Eat to Be concert series, which we mentioned on a previous news show. But that's not all the entertainment. There are performances at the Canadian Pavilion by the folk band Alberta Bound, and that is a great show from what I've heard. The Groove It Out is also performing at the Germany Pavilion, and the Mariachi Cobra, or Cobre, is playing traditional Mexican folk music at the Mexican Pavilion. And as always, the Voices of Liberty will be at the American Pavilion, and the Jamators can be found performing at World Discovery. All right. The Eat to Beat concert series, which we've mentioned before, will have 3 shows per day, weather permitting, at 5:30 p.m., 6:45 p.m., and 8 p.m. Local performers take the stage Tuesday through Thursday, and bigger name artists perform Friday to Monday. So, depending on when your vacation is planned, when you plan on being in the parks, will depend on who's there. The Swan and Dolphin, which is on Disney property but outside of the parks, is going to have their 2022 Food and Wine Classic on November 11th and 12th with over 25 food stations and 150 beverage options. Tickets for the event are $165 per person. That's $165 per person for an unlimited food and beverages. There will also be 2 new exclusive VIP experiences this year, a grand tasting that includes a champagne reception, 3 flights of premier wine, and chef table menu pairings with executive chef Dan Herman, and that will be $395 per person. The other specialty ticket event is the VIP champagne and dessert party at the View on the 17th floor of the new Swan Reserve. That event is $150 per person, which features pairing of champagne and sparkling wines by the executive pastry chef and certified sommeliers. Hope I pronounced that right. Hawaiian Airlines recently announced that they are stopping service between Honolulu and Orlando International Airport beginning September 7th, and it's due to staffing issues and current fuel costs. Disney Plus has plans to release a series next year that features the South Korean pop group BTS. The series will include behind-the-scenes look at group members and a tape concert from Los Angeles, California. The Disneyland Forever Fireworks Show and the Main Street Electrical Parade end their limited time run at the park with their last show on September 1st. Okay, now the sad news part of the show. Mickey Rooney Jr., an original backup Mouseketeer and the first of 9 children of Hollywood legend Mickey Rooney, has passed away. He died on July 16th in Arizona at the age of 77. Mickey Rooney Jr., his brother Tim, and Paul Peterson were all dismissed as Mouseketeers before the conclusion of the first season on the Mickey Mouse Club, reportedly for conduct unbecoming of a Mouseketeer. Shame on them, if that's true. Mickey Rooney Jr. was an actor and a musician who played the guitar, keyboard, and drums. He played in bands with Willie Nelson. He also had movie appearances that included Hot Rods to Hell in 1966, Beyond the Bermuda Triangle in 1975, all big smash hits, I gather. This one was, though, The Honeysuckle Rose, which was a 1980 film. The cause of Mickey Rooney Jr.'s death is unknown at this time. And that's all the news I've got this week. Darlene, park hours, please.
Yes. One side note, I forgot to mention that I heard a different group playing in the UK Pavilion this weekend, and they sounded phenomenal. As good as the Hooligans, believe it or not, that have been performing. I'm thinking maybe they were a little bit maybe out of at some other event or something, but so they had a
You mean they're getting
stand-in
paid
group.
somewhere else more money?
You never know. But I also forgot to say I seen some new merchandise for Tiana's
Oh, nice.
for the Food and Wine. So check that out. Coming up here. Now, for park hours, for Tuesday, July 19th, we have Magic Kingdom, and through all the way through to the 24th, next week, Monday. Magic Kingdom tomorrow is 9 to 11 with extended hours on Wednesday, but then 9 to 11 the rest of the week. Epcot is going to be 8:30 to 9. Disney Hollywood Studios is 8:30 to 9. Disney's Animal Kingdom is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Typhoon Lagoon is 10 to 7. Boardwalk, 6:30 to 10 p.m. And Disney Springs, we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 to 11, Friday, Saturday, 10 to 11:30, and Sunday, 10 to 11, along with Monday 10 to 11. Now, keep in mind that some of the hours might change if there is a party going on or something. That's the same thing even with the concert events. They could change if something comes up, like somebody books a last minute wedding next to the pavilion, they might switch something.
You know what I noticed Disney does, and maybe I'm wrong and I'm just not finding the information in the right place. If there's a corporate sponsored party, meaning a private party,
Hmm.
they don't really tell anybody.
No.
So if you have plans for a vacation, you might wind up going to your resort and you'll see, okay, the park schedule map, and it might say, oh, Epcot's closing today at 4:30. Why? I don't know.
Oh, I know, and
And that can
that's
happen. It does
sad
not
for
happen
you.
often,
But yeah, that is sad.
but it
Like, I
can
went
happen.
that one day to see the concert, and the concert was at 4:30 to 5:30 when I was thinking it was starting at 5:30, and there was only one show.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
yeah,
it does happen.
it does. And
Yeah.
you know, I think it happens more often in Disneyland than here, but those are just some of the things you need to be aware of.
Yes. And just be patient.
I
Yes,
have confirmation on that pronunciation, by the way.
Thank you.
It's Ahsoka Tano. I
awesome.
said Tano, but it's Tano.
Piano.
That's
Thank
cool.
you so much.
For our Mandalorian friends out there.
I know, right? Oh my goodness.
I
All
believe
right.
she's in Clone Wars too, but
I
don't
think
quote
she
me on that.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
All
I
right.
tell you, they've got lightsabers that, I mean, you can create your own or do one of those. It's amazing. You can even change up the droids from what I seen. I
Mhm.
seen a droid with like red body and silver etchings. It was really different.
You know what? They've figured out a way to make a fortune off this merchandise, and you know what? Good for them.
Hey, I'm thinking next time, like 7 more years down the road and I don't have puppies and I want something to make some noise, I might get an Android myself.
I thought you had one. I thought your android's name was Keith.
It is.
Sorry, Keith. Just a joke there.
It is.
All right. Anyway, let me give the weather before
Yeah.
we run out of time here. All right. So the Walt Disney World weather for the next 7 days has temperatures reaching the mid to upper 90s for the highs, with overnight lows in the mid to upper 70s. Also, be prepared for possible daily thunderstorms. That's something I mentioned. You know, the weather's not going to change that much from week to week this time of year. Yeah, you know, but the humidity level that we've seen in the parks lately has not been like this in quite a while. It's drenching, it's shirt drenching weather, what you're seeing there.
I will give you a example. It said it was 92 degrees. It felt like 100,
Yep.
it said, and it was true because we could not believe it was that it was that hot, and
Yeah.
but the temperature wasn't there, it was the humidity.
Yep. That's
And
what's
even
killing
when it
everybody.
rained, it didn't really decrease the heat.
And trust me, you're going to pray for rain. As long as there's no thunderstorms, you're going to want that rain to cool you
Yeah.
off.
I will tell you, we had a good lightning storm on Wednesday, or Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday. But I was at the park on Thursday and the lightning was so bad that security made sure nobody was in open areas. We were
Wow.
all told to stay away from like water and stuff and away from different things. They did stop all water and monorail. So if you have a reservation or something, you just have to be patient.
Oh, I did want to mention something else. I was in Animal Kingdom yesterday. The car, when we got there late. It was, I guess, close to noon. Cars were back to the rafters. Now we
Oh,
get into the parks, and I'm looking at the times for the attractions there. You know, in Pandora, yes, Flights of Passage and the Navi River, they were less than an hour. Oh no, I take that back. Flights of Passage was over an hour. It was listed as 85 minutes. It took about an hour to get through that. The Navi River was at 50 minutes. but everything else was like 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, a half
Yeah.
an hour. When we finally got to the Kilimanjaro Safari, it was 10 minutes, but it was 10 minutes from the time we entered the queue to walk to get to the train or the bus or whatever,
Right.
truck, whatever it is. What else do we do that was really fast? It's tough to be a bug.
Hmm.
Walk right in.
Yeah.
It was just incredible.
There was a lot of rides this past week that were basically 20, 30-minute waits and stuff, which we were really surprised.
If the parking lots are filled to the brim, where are all the people? That's what I want to know.
Well, I have a feeling when I was in Epcot, I think everybody was at Guardians.
That could be. I don't know
My
where they were in. I have no idea where they were in Animal Kingdom, but
I rode Cosmic Rewind with my daughter and her friend. They loved it. They thought it's the best ride out there. It's their new favorite ride, and my niece also thought it was her new favorite ride as well. We couldn't get the great niece on. She would not have it. Nothing with a drop, nothing with the roller coaster, nothing that was dark.
you know what? As she gets older, that'll change.
Mhm.
Yes, it will. We hope.
Yeah. Speaking of changes, it's time to change out of our clothes and into our pajamas because it's late at
Yes,
night and
it
we're all going
is.
to sleep because we all need some rest. So
Yes.
on that note, everybody be safe. Bye-bye.
See you real soon.
Have a magical night. Stay safe.